The Painted Ladies, or the Seven Sisters, are an iconic part of this city on the bay. Sitting along Alamo Square, these houses resemble the beauty of the history of old San Francisco. Now, the first of its set of 7 is up for grabs to the highest bidder who wants to make one of the Painted Ladies their new home. So before those keys get handed over to its owner, we get to take a rare look inside. Let's go.
Hey. Hi, welcome to the Kavanaugh house. Please come on in.
All right.
Hi, I'm so happy to have you for a tour today. I'll begin by telling you that this home was built by Michael Kavanaugh in 1892.
And he's a lot of history here.
Yeah, he's the builder of the Painted Ladies. So this is the first house of Postcard Row. Okay. Probably the most iconic in that case of San Francisco homes. A big draw as people enter are the original gas lanterns, or the gas chandeliers, I should say. These actually light with the turn of a little key. And a lighter, of course, and have been a big draw. This one, we believe to be original to the home. It predates the house by about 10 years. It's from the 1880s.
It's so classic, and it just really resembles what you saw on the outside of the house, too.
It is. Mm-hmm. The striking, when you come in, you'll notice the striking Anaglypta wainscoting as you wander up the stairs. The current owners, Charlene and Combe, this is our 5th restoration project, so they've done a beautiful job restoring all of the old features to their best, and parts that they couldn't restore, they've employed local tradesmen, or actually I shouldn't say local tradesmen. This is a Fijian woodworker that helped recreate the banister that would have originally stood in this place. We've got big sliding pocket doors with original hardware, which have been a big attractor to the buyer pool. 2 more gas lanterns, or glass chandeliers, I should say. 13-foot ceilings. A gas-burning marble-clad fireplace. And then, in addition to...
Can you imagine having family dinner around this?
Oh my goodness, it's made for entertaining. These, Charlene and Combe have hosted many fundraisers here. They've had tons of entertainment happening. This room has been flush with caterers. They've had music performances in the home, and they've really, really enjoyed it since they've been here since 2013. They spent 2 years restoring it. Okay. Throughout 2014 and 2015, they lovingly restored everything that you're seeing now.
And this is obviously
a fun fact.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
They took advantage of every modern convenience. Yeah, bringing this ladder in. They created storage under the toe kicks, which is quite unique. I've actually, in 25 years, and I've sold 3 big homes around the square and many, many in town, I've never seen this detail added.
In San Francisco, you need all the space you can get.
You do. These large-scale doors are called nano doors. It opens up, and it actually folds in accordions, opens to...
Get some of that bay air inside.
Yes. Here. Unfortunately, today it's foggy air, but...
It's San Francisco.
On a beautiful day...
Wow.
City Hall is right there and completely illuminates. It's beautiful at dawn. It's beautiful at dusk.
So this kitchen is obviously remodeled. It's up to date. How many times do you think it's been changed throughout the years?
You know, it's tough to say. The prior owner was here for 40 years. Wow. Yeah, his name was Michael Shannon, and he actually saved the home from being demolished in the 70s. We think it was going to...
imagine this would be demolished.
We actually think that the home was going to be turned into a parking lot. It was in such disrepair.
And now look at it.
He's restored it completely, yeah. So
beautiful.
He did a good part, and then their 2-year renovation. Yeah.
What a nice touch.
It lets you get into all that upper level pantry
13 feet.
Space.
That's where you need to hide the candy, so it's harder to get to.
Yep. This has all been opened up. This is... You know, you walk into the Painted Ladies and they feel a bit narrow because they really only have views and light in the front and the rear. This one takes advantage of the entire span of the block. So you get tons of light. On a non-foggy day, you get incredible views. You can start just down here. You're going to see a remodeled bath to your right.
Would this be a home for someone to live in permanently or a part-time home? What are you seeing with buyers?
It'll be interesting to see. I think they've been here since 2013. Their kids have grown. They're established winemakers, so it's time for them to move on. The buyer pool for this home has been incredibly diverse. We've had local celebrities. The home was owned by a famed politician in 1961. He was known as Mama Jose. He was Jose Soria. And he was the first out candidate in San Francisco.
So many beautiful touches throughout it that you can tell what was old. And it's a lot of combining that new and old together.
That's right. Yeah, many of the pieces of stained glass in the home are original, so we think. A couple of other pieces have been restored. You're going to see this bathroom that connects the two bedrooms. Mm-hmm. It's really outfitted well for family lifestyle. So aside from people who have come to see the home just because they're interested in, its history, mm-hmm. It's a great family home.
Mm-hmm. You can see that too.
Yeah, it's just perfectly appointed.
It's warm and inviting in here too. Mm-hmm. I could definitely see myself living in here.
Unfortunately, someone else has already made that decision. Come on in.
Oh my goodness.
So this is the primary suite. The bathroom is stunning.
This room is stunning.
The room is stunning. Yep. And again, when Carl the Fog is not here, you get a perfect picture view of City Hall. It's gorgeous. You can see the entire SF skyline. People tend to get into these houses in their legacy homes. So the new buyers who are going to move into this home, I would imagine, will be here for a very long time. They put in these very clever windows.
Wow.
Yeah, they're fantastic because they create a great cross breeze throughout this attic level, which also hosts a full bath.
Might be a little taller.
Thank you. Which also hosts a full bath and has room for media. You have a home office up here if you'd like. We're going to see a separate legal one-bedroom unit on the ground level, just behind the garage.
And that's
as well.
Really common for San Francisco homes too.
To have a second legal unit? Mm-hmm. Yeah, in many cases. And in this case, it is remodeled just as the rest of the house.
And this home in particular, out of the Painted Ladies, is actually the largest of all of them, correct?
It is. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, it's the only one that kind of has this feeling of width because it wraps the side. It's almost 5,000 square feet.
Wow. It's huge for this area.
It is. This space is fantastic. The current owners have used this as a guest space. It's a great home office. As I mentioned before, Alamo Square is home to, lots of incubators, think tank, tech, and then just families who can use the space for an au pair or as a legal, second rentable space. It holds great value in that it is a second legal unit. They've used it as a home office. It was fabulous during COVID, as you'd imagine. They had their college students working down here quite often. Wow. And it actually has its own separate bedroom and another remodeled bath.
That's wonderful. And it has its own balcony outside.
Yes, and lots of storage, great closets.
Wow.
It's very unique to get a Victorian that's restored to this level. Mm-hmm. And the attraction from the buyer pool out there has been second to none. Mm-hmm. People are recognizing the quality in all the finish work.
With the real estate market, what it is in the Bay Area, it's safe to say that the Kavanaugh house at 722 Steiner will go well above asking price. Just how much? We'll just have to wait and see.